Stoic philosophy, a path to inner strength. In modern life, filled with stress, chaos, and endless worries, we often find ourselves trapped in a whirlwind of negative emotions, anxiety, sadness, frustration. The pressures of life weigh heavily on our minds, making us feel lost and powerless. But what if I told you that more than 2,000 years ago, great philosophers had already discovered the secret to true strength? A wisdom so powerful that it has guided warriors, kings, and thinkers through the toughest storms of life. This is Stoicism, not just a philosophy, but a way of life, a path to unshakable resilience, unbreakable peace, and ultimate control over your mind. The truth is, real power doesn't come from controlling the outside world. It comes from mastering your own thoughts, emotions, and reactions. When you embrace this mindset, something incredible happens. You stop being a victim of circumstances and start becoming the architect of your own destiny. Imagine if nothing could shake you. Imagine if failures, rejections, and hardships no longer had the power to break you. Instead, they became stepping stones, fuel to make you stronger, wiser, and unstoppable. When you learn to see obstacles as opportunities, to let go of imaginary fears, and to accept that everything in life is temporary, you unlock a new level of inner peace, a peace so deep that no external force can disturb it. But here's the real question: are you ready? Are you ready to challenge everything you've been told about happiness, strength, and success? Are you ready to embrace the mindset of the greatest minds in history and unlock the true power within yourself? Join me on this journey, a journey to self-discovery, mental toughness, and emotional freedom. Let's explore these life-changing principles together and learn how to live as if nothing can trouble us anymore. This is not just a philosophy. This is the key to a happy, fearless, and meaningful life. Get ready to transform. Get ready to become the strongest version of yourself. 1. View obstacles as opportunities. Imagine life as a journey filled with twists, turns, and unexpected obstacles. But have you ever considered that within each of these challenges lies an opportunity for growth and development? Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." To illustrate this further, let's consider the life of Jesus, a timeless example of overcoming hardship to bring light to humanity. He endured betrayal, extreme suffering, and even death. Yet he transformed those trials into opportunities to spread love and forgiveness. In his darkest moments, he taught the world about the power of patience, resilience, and grace. He turned pain into purpose, suffering into salvation, and death into a symbol of eternal hope. Do you see the connection to Stoic philosophy? Adversity is not a punishment. It is an opportunity for inner growth. Now, ask yourself, the last time you faced a challenge, how did you react? Did you allow it to overwhelm you, or did you find a way to turn it into motivation to move forward? Stoicism teaches us that strength is found within. Instead of fearing obstacles, we should embrace them, for they shape us into stronger, wiser, and more resilient individuals. This is how we not only survive, but thrive, growing stronger with each passing day. Remember, every challenge you encounter is an opportunity to learn, grow, and evolve. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, obstacles are not enemies. They are teachers, guiding us through hardships and showing us the way forward. So the next time life tests you, welcome the challenge with an open heart and a clear mind. Because once you do, nothing will ever trouble you again. 2. Don't suffer imaginary pains. Have you ever found yourself lying awake at night, your mind spinning with endless what-ifs? What if I fail? What if something bad happens? What if I'm not good enough? But now stop for a moment and ask yourself, are these fears real, or are they just creations of my imagination? Most of our suffering is self-inflicted. It doesn't come from actual events, but from the terrifying stories we tell ourselves. We imagine torn pain before it even arrives. We suffer long before anything actually happens. Stoic philosophy teaches us that real pain is rare, but imagined pain is endless. The mind is like an untamed horse. If you let it run wild, it will drag you into dark places filled with unnecessary fear and anxiety. But if you learn to control it, you gain freedom and peace. The illusion of fear. Think about the times you worried about an exam, an interview, or a major event. You played the worst-case scenarios in your head. You imagined failure, embarrassment, and disaster. But when the moment finally came, was it as bad as you thought? In most cases, the reality was much easier than the nightmare your mind created. Jesus also gave us a profound truth. Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. He understood that worrying about an uncertain future does nothing but steal our joy in the present. Imagine a farmer who wakes up every morning, terrified that his crops might fail. He dreads drought, pests, storms, and every possible disaster. But does that fear make his crops grow? Does it protect them? Or does it simply drain his energy and happiness? This is exactly what we do to ourselves. We waste our energy fearing things that haven't even happened yet. Your mind can be your enemy or your greatest ally. When facing difficult situations, you have a choice. Drown in worries about what might happen. Focus on what you can control and take action. Most of our fears exist only in our thoughts. And yet they shape our actions, our emotions, and even our destiny. Ask yourself, is this fear based on reality, or is it just my imagination? Is this suffering real, or am I creating it in my mind? When you start questioning your fears, you'll see how many of them disappear like smoke. Number 1. The power of living in the present. Life is happening right now, not in the past, not in the future. The more we stay stuck in imaginary worries, the more we miss out on the beauty of the present. Think about the best moments of your life. Did they come from worrying, or did they come from being fully present, experiencing the world without fear? The truth is, you cannot control everything, but you can control how you respond. You cannot predict the future, but you can live fully in the now. Stoicism and the teachings of Jesus both remind us, let go of what you cannot control, free yourself from imaginary fears, and embrace the present with strength and clarity. Because once you stop suffering from illusions, nothing will ever trouble you again. 3. Embrace impermanence. On this journey of discovering our true potential, let me ask you something. Why do we stubbornly cling to things that do not last forever? This brings us to secret number 3, the acceptance of impermanence. Life is like a river, always flowing, never stopping. Everything around us is in constant motion, yet we often resist change, holding on to people, places, and moments as if they will last forever. But the truth is, nothing is permanent. Not our successes, not our failures, not even our emotions. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." This reminds us that our perceptions are ever-changing, just like the world around us. Learning to accept this impermanence is the key to true peace and inner strength. The nature of change. Impermanence is not just about an external changes, it also includes the transformations within us. There are days when you feel joyful and days when you feel broken. There are moments of love and moments of loss. But all of these emotions are simply part of life's natural rhythm. Even Jesus taught us to embrace change and seek strength in faith. Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds out of the mouth of God. This means that true strength does not come from clinging to the physical world, but from seeking wisdom, faith, and inner resilience. How impermanence shapes us. Think back to a moment when your life changed unexpectedly. Perhaps you lost something dear to you, or maybe you achieved something you never imagined. How did you cope with those changes? Did they break you, or did they make you stronger? When we resist change, we suffer. But when we accept it, we grow. Every ending is also a new beginning. Every loss opens the door to something new. Impermanence also teaches us to cherish the present. When you truly understand that nothing lasts forever, you begin to appreciate life more deeply. You hug your loved ones a little tighter. You savor each moment as if it's a gift. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter. The freedom in letting go. Ask yourself, can I accept change without fear? Can I find peace in knowing that everything is temporary? When you embrace impermanence, life becomes lighter. You stop fearing loss, change, and uncertainty. Instead, you start living fully with gratitude and love. In the end, accepting impermanence is not just a philosophy, it is an art. It teaches us how to find serenity, meaning, and joy in every single day. Let Stoic wisdom and the teachings of Jesus guide you. You will discover that true strength comes from embracing change, not fearing it. And in that acceptance, you will find something truly beautiful. Peace. 4. Master the art of detachment. Life is unpredictable. We experience loss, failure, disappointments, and unforeseen challenges. But what truly defines us is not what happens to us, but how we respond. Detachment is not about giving up. It is about freeing yourself from unnecessary suffering. Many people misunderstand letting go. They think it means indifference or avoiding responsibility. But in reality, letting go means recognizing what is beyond your control and refusing to let it rob you of your happiness. Even Jesus taught us the power of releasing our burdens. Cast your burden on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never permit the righteous to be moved. This reminds us to trust in something greater, to release our unnecessary worries, and to stop holding on to things that do not serve us. The weight of holding on. Think about it, a relationship that ended. Do you still replay old memories in your head? A job you lost? Do you still feel bitterness over what could have been? An opportunity that passed? Do you still dwell on regrets? Ask yourself, does holding on to these things bring me happiness? Or am I carrying a weight that is only pulling me down? We suffer because we refuse to let go. We cling to the past, to things beyond our control, to emotions that drain our energy. But what if, instead of holding on, we simply let go? The wisdom of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, in his powerful book Meditations, wrote, "That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees." This means that what harms our soul also harms the world around us. When we refuse to release our pain, our resentment, and our regrets, we create suffering not only for ourselves, but also for those around us. How to master the art of letting go? To practice detachment, ask yourself two simple questions. Is this truly important? Is it within my control? If the answer is no, then release it. Free yourself from the burden of what-ifs and could-have-beens. Focus on what you can control, what you can improve, and what truly matters. The freedom of letting go. Mastering the art of detachment is the key to a peaceful and meaningful life. It allows us to accept change without fear, face loss without breaking, live fully in the present without being trapped in the past. Both Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus show us this path. They remind us that peace comes when we stop resisting the natural flow of life. So ask yourself, are you ready to let go of what no longer serves you? Are you ready to stop carrying unnecessary burdens? If you are, leave a comment saying, "Mastering the art of letting go." Let's discuss how we can apply Stoic wisdom to free ourselves from suffering and build a life of strength, clarity, and peace. Remember, in every challenge there is an opportunity, but only for those who have the wisdom to see it. Practice. This daily reflection. Have you ever paused at the end of the day to reflect on what has happened, on your actions, thoughts, and emotions? Daily reflection is a core principle of Stoic philosophy, helping us reassess ourselves, learn from experiences, and improve every day. Daily reflection helps us face our mistakes, recognize our strengths and weaknesses, and find ways to better ourselves. When we take the time to reflect, we not only review what we have done, but also gain a deeper understanding of our nature, creating opportunities for change and growth. Imagine spending a few minutes each night writing in a journal, noting down what you experienced, what you did well, and what needs improvement. Here's a question for you. What did you do today to make progress? Is there anything you regret? And what would you do differently tomorrow? Jesus also encouraged us to reflect and pray daily. In the Bible, he says, "Seek and you will find, knock and the door will be opened to you." This teaching reminds us that through reflection and seeking, we will receive enlightenment and guidance. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher, practiced daily reflection through his writings in meditations. He recorded his thoughts, struggles, and philosophies, not only to admonish himself, but also to share with future generations. He constantly reminded us that reflection prepares our minds to face any challenge. When you practice daily reflection, you not only understand yourself better, but also build a resilient, patient, and compassionate spirit. You will find yourself becoming calmer and more clear-headed in your decisions and actions. So what will you reflect on tonight? Let each day be not just an existence, but a step forward in your journey of self-improvement through constant reflection and learning. Stoic philosophy and Jesus' teachings will always be a source of inspiration and guidance on our path to peace and perfection. We are halfway through today's lesson. Your participation is a great encouragement for us in our journey to bring the true values of Stoic philosophy to more people. So please like and share this video to spread these lessons to your family and friends, or leave a comment saying, "I cherish my life," if you are ready for the journey with the next 5 lessons. 6. Cultivate inner peace. Inner peace is not a state we can achieve by chance. It is the result of conscious, continuous practice and reflection. Imagine someone facing major challenges in life, work pressure, family issues, or daily worries. How do they maintain inner peace? First, they need to recognize that while they cannot control everything that happens around them, they can control how they respond. Jesus once said, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This teaching encourages us to find strength and peace in faith and love. We cannot control our circumstances, but we can control our reactions. When we learn to view everything calmly and objectively, we will find true peace. Imagine a serene, clear lake deep in the forest. Though storms may come and cause ripples on the surface, the water remains pure and tranquil beneath. You can learn to keep your soul like that lake, peaceful amid the storms. Ask yourself, how can I find inner peace every day? One effective way is to take time for meditation, reflection, and prayer. When you spend time connecting with yourself and with God, you will feel a deep sense of peace in your soul. Try starting your day with a few minutes of meditation, focusing on your breath and letting go of worries. At the end of the day, take time to pray and reflect on what has happened, seeking guidance and peace from God. So, what will you do today to nurture your inner peace? Begin by accepting what you cannot change, focusing on what you can control, and finding joy in simple things. Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus will be valuable sources of inspiration and guidance on your journey to finding peace and happiness. 7. Develop resilience through adversity. Have you ever wondered why life throws challenges our way? Are they just obstacles meant to break us, or are they secret opportunities that push us to grow? Think about it. Every great person in history, every legend we admire, faced hardship. But what set them apart? Their ability to rise, to turn pain into power, and to transform adversity into strength, building the emotional depth. Life is unpredictable. One moment everything is fine, and the next you're hit by something unexpected, a failure, a betrayal, a loss. In these moments we feel shattered, lost, and sometimes even hopeless. But here's the truth. Pain is not meant to break you. It's meant to shape you. Stoic philosophy teaches us that resilience is built through hardship. Every trial, every setback is a stepping stone toward a stronger version of yourself. Real-life example, Viktor Frankl's story. Take Viktor Frankl's story, a Jewish psychologist who survived the horrors of the Holocaust. He witnessed the worst of humanity, lost everything, yet he emerged not broken, but transformed. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, he wrote, "When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves." Imagine that, being in unimaginable suffering, yet still choosing to find meaning and purpose. If he could turn his pain into power, can't we do the same in our struggles? Faith and strength from Jesus' teachings. Jesus also taught us about resilience. He knew that life would not be easy. In the Bible, he says, "In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." This is not just a message of hope, it is a call to action. No matter how dark things seem, victory is possible if we hold on, if we fight, if we refuse to give up. Engaging visualization and call to action. Imagine standing in the middle of a storm. The wind is strong, the rain is relentless, but deep inside you feel something unshakable, your spirit. You can either let the storm destroy you, or you can stand tall, face it, and say, "I will not break, I will rise." Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about transforming. It's about taking every pain, every failure, every heartbreak, and using it to build a stronger, wiser, and more fearless you. So I ask you today, will you let adversity defeat you, or will you use it as fuel to grow? Share your story with us in the comments. How have struggles shaped you? What have you learned from your hardships? Your story might inspire someone who needs it. And if you're ready to embrace resilience, type in the comments, "I will rise." Let's walk this journey together. You are stronger than you think. Strong. 8. Don't create your own upsets. Have you ever thought about how often we make our own lives difficult? Small things that aren't really that big become huge in our minds, stealing our peace and happiness. A careless comment, a situation not going your way, or even bad weather. These things can ruin your mood. But the real question is, are these things truly as bad as you think, or have you made them bigger than they need to be? Most of the time, we create our own problems. It's a habit buried deep within us. When things don't go our way, we immediately start stressing out. But what if we could change this habit? The teachings of Jesus and inner peace. Jesus also taught us not to let worries and troubles rule our lives. In the Bible, he says, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or drink, or about your body, what you will wear. Is not life more than food, and the body more than clothes?" This teaching reminds us to trust in God and not allow small worries to disturb our inner peace. A common situation: when life tests us. Imagine you are on your way to an important meeting and suddenly you're stuck in traffic. What's your first reaction? Anger, frustration, and self-blame. I should have left earlier. I should have checked the traffic. These thoughts start racing through your mind, making you feel even more anxious. But what if, in that moment, you stopped and asked yourself, will this anger help me reach my destination any faster? Is there something I can do to make this situation better? If you choose to pause, take a deep breath, and accept the situation, everything changes. You could use the time to reflect, listen to an audiobook, or simply practice gratitude. Slowly, your frustration fades, and you realize the problem wasn't as big as you made it out to be. What if we stopped creating our own problems? Once you understand that many troubles are self-created, your perspective begins to shift. You stop letting small things upset you. You start living a life that is lighter, calmer, and more joyful. Now, the choice is yours. Will you continue to stress over small things and create unnecessary problems for yourself? Or will you choose to live a peaceful life, focusing on what truly matters? Stoic philosophy and the wisdom of faith. Great thinkers throughout history have taught us one thing: learn to free yourself from unnecessary worries. Both Stoic philosophy and the wisdom of faith remind us to let go of things that don't serve us, to embrace life with an open heart, and to focus only on what truly matters. If you start practicing this, you'll notice a powerful change in your life. You'll no longer live in constant anxiety. Your face will radiate peace, your heart will feel lighter, and your soul will experience a new sense of happiness. So now, the choice is yours. Will you keep making life harder for yourself, or will you finally choose peace? Star 9. Focus on the how, not the what. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes feel lost, even when you know exactly what you want to achieve? Stoic philosophy teaches us that what truly matters is not just what we want, but how we approach and execute it. The principle of focusing on the how, not the what, reminds us that our actions, mindset, and methods are the real keys to success and inner peace. By shifting our perspective from worrying about outcomes to concentrating on our actions and responses, we gain a new level of control over our well-being. Instead of being trapped by the fear of failure or the stress of uncertainty, we learn to focus on what we can control: our efforts, our patience, and our resilience. The power of the how. Think about any major challenge you've faced. Often, the problem isn't the goal itself, it's how you handle the journey toward that goal. Do you panic when things don't go as planned, or do you adapt and find a new way? Do you stress over whether you'll succeed, or do you focus on giving your best effort? When you shift your mindset from fixating on the end result to mastering your approach, you unlock a deeper sense of peace and purpose. You stop fearing failure because your focus is on growth, not just achievement. Regaining control. Over your peace, life is unpredictable. Sometimes, no matter how much you plan, things will go wrong. The key is not to let external circumstances dictate your inner peace. When you focus on how you handle challenges, you gain power over your emotions and reactions. Instead of feeling helpless, you develop the ability to stay calm, composed, and resilient. For example, imagine you're working hard for a promotion. If you only focus on the what, getting the promotion, you may feel anxious, discouraged, or frustrated if things don't go your way. But if you focus on the how, showing up with dedication, learning, and improving daily, you create a mindset that ensures long-term success, regardless of short-term outcomes. How do you handle minor troubles? Let's reflect on these teachings and find ways to incorporate them into our daily lives. Ask yourself, do you let small problems control your peace, or do you focus on constructive ways to handle them? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences in the comments. How do you manage everyday challenges? Let's discuss how Stoic philosophy can help us build a stronger, more peaceful life together. 10. Prioritize rationality over emotions. Have you ever regretted a decision made in a moment of emotional turmoil? It's a common experience. We act impulsively, say things we don't mean, or make choices driven by temporary emotions, only to regret them later. Stoic philosophy teaches us to prioritize reason over emotion because reason brings clarity and calmness, while emotions often lead to hasty actions and mistakes. Yet in daily life, we constantly face situations that test our patience and judgment. The key is learning to let reason guide us instead of being controlled by fleeting emotions. When we develop this habit, we gain the ability to step back, view situations objectively, and make wiser decisions. The power of self-control. Think about a time when you were angry and reacted in a way you later regretted. Maybe you said something hurtful in an argument, made a reckless decision, or let frustration cloud your judgment. Now imagine if, in that moment, you had paused, taken a deep breath, and thought rationally before responding. How different would the outcome have been? This simple shift from reacting emotionally to responding thoughtfully can transform your life. Wisdom from Jesus. Building a strong foundation. Jesus also emphasized the importance of self-restraint and wisdom in decision-making. In the Bible, he says, "The wise man builds his house on the rock. The rain came down, the streams rose, and the winds blew and beat against that house, yet it did not fall because it had its foundation on the rock." This teaching reminds us that a life built on wisdom and reason is strong and stable, while a life driven by uncontrolled emotions is fragile and easily shaken. Turning conflict into growth. Imagine someone criticizes your work harshly. Your first instinct might be to get defensive, argue, or lash out. But what if instead you pause and ask yourself, does this criticism contain any truth? How can I use this feedback to improve? By prioritizing rationality, you turn a potential conflict into an opportunity for growth. Instead of fueling negativity, you choose self-improvement and wisdom. Will you choose reason or emotion? The next time you face a difficult situation, ask yourself, will I let emotions take control, or will I respond with reason and wisdom? How can I practice clear thinking and make better choices? The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, you'll notice that your life becomes more peaceful, your relationships improve, and your sense of fulfillment grows. Conclusion: a life of wisdom and peace. Stoic philosophy and the teachings of Jesus offer us timeless wisdom on how to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. By mastering the art of letting go, practicing daily reflection, cultivating inner peace, developing resilience, avoiding self-created upsets, and prioritizing rationality, we can navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom. Let's be inspired by these teachings and apply them in our daily lives to build a better, more peaceful world. We'd love to hear from you. How have these principles helped you in your journey? What steps will you take to incorporate them into your life? Let's continue this journey together, supporting, learning, and growing in wisdom and peace.